Evening, everyone. Good evening. How are we all doing? Good. When I was growing up, I was told that my mum and dad wanted to give me a head start in life, so they wanted to make me to be a bit different. So they gave me an unusual name, Mark, with a C. Now, to most of you, that's probably not unusual, but now I live in Stevenage. They kind of look at it as it's quite exotic. They ask me if I'm French a lot. Stevenage is one of those places that's kind of so full of, devoid of any kind of culture. Some of the locals have renamed it. Don't know if you've heard this. Some of them call it Saint-Avenage. And I've always thought a comparison between Saint-Avenage and Stevenage. Saint-Avenage would have a high street full of nice little wine bars. Stevenage has Wetherspoons. Saint-Avenage would have a complex of boutique fashion outlets. Stevenage has Primark. Saint-Avenage would have a local MP that cared about the people and represented the people. Stevenage has an MP who came 643rd in a list of all the MPs. Remind me, there's only 650. There are 7 worse than him. Put it this way, Priti Patel, Suella Braverman and Nadine Dorries came higher than our MP. But Stevenage is like a bit of a contrast with places. I don't know if you know, but Stevenage built the Mars Curiosity rover. So it's currently up there on the red planet analysing the surface. But on the other hand, Stevenage has 3 McDonald's within a 1-mile radius. I don't understand the point. I don't get it. It's just there. But Stevenage is one of those places that the bad thing is there's nowhere to look down on. Not in the south, anyway. But one of the benefits of Stevenage is it's only 20 miles from central London, so you can get away quick. It's easy, straight on away. Even the people on the platforms, they wave you off saying, please don't come back. Save yourselves, save yourselves. But you know, I have to admit, I moved to Stevenage, and I moved to Stevenage primarily for love. I know, I've been with my missus now for quite a while, and with that, her curiosity over the years has not waned. She's always very curious about my mind. She'll come up to me every so often throughout the years, and she'll always ask me this one question. It's one question every man dreads. That question of, what are you thinking? Why do you want to know what I'm thinking? A man's brain is currently either as empty as a Rishi Sunak promise, or as full of shit as the UK rivers and seas. There really is nothing interesting going on. All of you in male partners tonight, look in their brains later when it's a bit quiet. There's fuck all of any interest. Absolutely nothing. But I didn't know how to deal with this question, so I referred to my old man. He was like a pivot to me to give me advice. I said, Dad, does Mum ever ask you that question? He said, yeah, I just tell her things that she wants to hear and that she's going to enjoy. Like what? Well, you always look gorgeous whatever you wear. I love you more today than I did yesterday, but not as much as tomorrow. I thought, you sweet bastard. And he said, I always tell her I want to jump her bones that night. That's too much information, Dad. Please, no. But I always went by the mantra, I tried to tell the truth. I wasn't going to lie. So some of the answers I've given to that question over the years have been things like, do dogs lick humans because they're made of bones? 72-hour deodorant. Who wakes up on a Monday morning, goes for the Lynx Africa, goes, well, that's me done till Thursday. And was everybody really kung fu fighting? Well, everybody everywhere, as fast as lightning. But you know, we've been together now for 26 years now. 26 years. Thank you. I do say this every time, and it isn't in joke. You are just clapping for tolerance. But on our 26th anniversary, I decided I was going to buy her something special. So I reverted to that little list. You know the list that tells you what you should buy something on every anniversary? It's like year one's paper. Everyone knows year 25 silver. Do you know what year 24 should have been? Musical instruments. You imagine me walking in on our celebratory day with a didgeridoo on my arm going, happy anniversary! Now what the fuck have you bought from Amazon this time? And for 26, it's pictures. So what am I going to do? Send her a picture of the person she looks at every single day, or one of our kids? No. So we just decided, fuck it. We'll stay in. We'll get a movie, have a takeaway. It'll be lovely. And we've sat there, we've scrounged all the food, it's great. And then for the first time in ages, she's looked over at me and she said, I still love you. And I was like, oh, I love you too. She said, what are you thinking? I think, shoot, it's the anniversary. But let me remind you, there are two instances. I either tell her nothing, which makes me sound interesting, or I tell her the truth. So it's the anniversary, I'm going to tell her the truth. So I look at her and I say, I'm thinking about Toy Story. It's on the telly. She went, Toy Story? I said, yes. Andy's 17 years old in that film. He's got the same toys as from the very first one. He's never given them away. He's never thrown away. Has it never occurred to you at some point leading up to this moment, you'd have Buzz and Woody sat there on the floor, looking up, motionless, watching as their boyhood pal wanks himself through his teenage years? She looked and went, no. Well, what about the time that all the toys are made of plastic, except Bo Peep, who has a removable dress? Do you reckon Andy's ever used her dress as a cum rag? That's the reaction I wanted. I've been Mark, you've been wonderful. Thank you very much.